Chapter 4. Now, as you remember from our last story, Benny and Hubert have just found the Diadem. Now, Hubert, looking at it with greed in his eyes, said, "This is it, Benny. The moment I have been waiting for. And you get to witness it." Benny's like, "Okay, sure, whatever. Let's just grab it and go." So Hubert reached out, touched it, pulled it in close to his bosom, and all of a sudden, yeah! Out of the darkness came a whole tribe of locals. Never even seen it before. They're all throwing things all around, throwing spears, of course missing because they wanted to capture him, just kind of scare him a little bit. Hubert was like, "Oh goodness, what's all this?" And all of a sudden, they threw a cord up around him and Benny and tied him up tight. And they knew very little English, but here's what they did know. "What you do here?" They said, "We are here just admiring your fortress. It's very nice. I love the maze and what you did with the place. It's fantastic." "You lie!" He said, "Okay, fine, I lie." And so they took them off before their chief. Now the chief, he was a lot better at English, and he said, "For your crimes in touching the diadem, you will be executed." Now Hubert began to cry. "Why? I'm innocent. I just wanted to be famous. That's not a crime. Guatemala needs me." "Silence!" Now Benny was taking this all a little bit better, although he was upset that he was about to get murdered. So, off they went to be burned. So, they tied him up to these two poles in the ground and put kindling all around and were about to light the flames. When all of a sudden, an albino monkey flew in and started nibbling on the cords that were holding Hubert. And Hubert was like, "Yes!" And he popped out and he ran and grabbed that diadem and started running for the exit. They said, "Get him!" And then so all the tribe people started rushing after him, trying to get him. And in defense, he picked it up to deflect a spear, put the diadem on his head, and the spear bounced off, and everyone stopped. The chief looked at him, curious, and said, "The prophecy has been fulfilled." Hubert was like, "Oh, what?" And he's like, "Yes, the prophecy." He's like, "I don't understand." And so he's like, "The one who can wear the diadem perfectly on their head is our king." He was, "A king, you say? Well, let me just straighten this up a little bit for you. Yes, I knew that, of course. I knew you'd all understand that you would not burn your king. Please, release Benny." They released him at once. And at this point, all the people were worshipping him, throwing flowers at his feet. Oh, it was quite nice. Now, we're gonna do some changes around here. First of all, get rid of that pit of nasty snakes. I never want to see that again. And there's a bear that was living inside of this place. I don't want to see that either. Get rid of all the bears. So off they went, destroying all the bears, getting rid of all the snakes. It was terrible for the ecosystem. Eventually, Benny approached King Hubert. I was like, "Excuse me, sir. King? You will call me King, Benny. King, I think we should get out of here, sir." Now Hubert was having a great time, but alas, he realized that his life was much better on the outside, being a famous explorer and all. But he knew that the people there would not let him go easily. So, he devised a plan for him and Benny to escape. And this will take place in Chapter 5. But first, will Benny and Hubert escape? Will Hubert ever get over himself as being the king of this Guatemalan people? Will Benny ever forget this terrible experience that made him feel so inferior as usual? Find out in the next chapter of Dream Weaving with Carter.